Hello and welcome back everyone to the Powder Toy, and today we have nothing. I don't see anything, I just see a beautiful ocean. Nothing at all else in this area. I wouldn't be able to find anything because there's nothing in the ocean. But what is this? I have a call, and they're telling me there's a submarine in the ocean. How could this be? All I see is water. Might as well just nuke it to make sure there's nothing there, I guess. Alright, we're declaring war on this submarine and the ocean, because the ocean has given me many problems. We've got, some... I guess these are icebergs. I guess that's the water, and let's get to the submarine, I guess. That may or may not be there. Guess we'll just drop a few bombs. Alright, our bombing campaign did not go very well. It appears we're going to need more bombs. Thankfully, I just asked the bomb master and he said I can have a lot of bombs. Darn it! Bombing the ocean doesn't do much. It hasn't. Oh, never mind! It would appear that something under the water is glowing. I've done some damage to something. Is it because of the pressure? Oh, it is. The pressure is at kind of insane levels, and it's very hot. It's very hot down there. Would you look at that? Crazy what happens when you bomb the ocean. Can I just cover the ocean in thermite? Oh! Oh, God. Oh, why did the ocean grow? That's not good. I'm sure there will be no repercussions for my actions whatsoever, and the world is going to be absolutely fine. God, I love the front page of this game. There's just so much to do. You know? Melt a submarine. Let's see what else we got on here, right? We got that from last time. Why don't we just destroy military equipment? It's a good way to spend the day. I think I can actually fire this bad boy by hitting this right here, right? No? No? Is there no fire button? Oh, well, I guess I set everyone's butts on fire, so I guess that's the fire button. Aren't we all the fire button on this fine day? Why did that break? Huh, interesting. Well, let's be honest. When it comes to military equipment, I am an absolute professional at breaching and entering. So we need to take out these 3 men efficiently. How are we going to do it? Well. Mines. Now, sure, it's a little bit war criminalish to put a mine under the ground, but hear me out. If we put a well-placed, slightly powerful nuclear bomb mine, these can find one at Walmart. Shouldn't be too challenging. Nuclear mines. What does the world come to? Anyways, if we get our entry-sized nuclear mine. Alright, so we need it to kind of explode upwards and into the guys over there. So I'm kind of wondering if I can, like, there's something I can do that'll create a lot of pressure. Genius! We'll put a layer of water under it so it'll be thrown out by the pressure created by the water becoming steam. Now we're thinking like real war criminals. Let's see if this plan works. Alright, we have ignition. The neutrons are doing their thing. They're bouncing. They're bouncing. They're bouncing. They're still bouncing. The temperature's going up and the pressure's going up. Here we go. Alright, let's see if it works. The whole pressure going up thing. Alright. Looks like it's breaching and it's going kind of upwards. I think there was too much like material above it, which kind of prevented this from working. I mean, the explosion has damaged the tank, but it damaged the road more, and if they had pulled the e-brake here, it would get a little bit warm inside of the tank, but this amount of damage just is not acceptable, considering how much money we're pouring into this. So let's try this again. And this time, let's go ahead and put a... Okay, I'm gonna put a thicker barrier between these, right? I'm gonna put a thicker barrier between these. And not only that, but I'm going to make the gap here thin between the mine and the ground. Get it real thin at the top here, so it kind of just shoots up like that. Very nice. We'll round it out because, you know, gotta be a little bit artistic when you're building mines. There we go, fantastic. Mine V2. Alright, let's see what happens. Landmine development is slow and steady. Alright, so it definitely breached out the top first. This is much better. We're going straight into that tire, and it does look like the steam is helping to push it upwards and into the tank. Look at the amount of molten material we're hitting it with. Wow. Oh, it actually went up into the cabin, burning right through the defensive structure of the tank. That was brilliant. Good job. Arms development progress has been made. It looks like this man is actually being set on fire. But these two guys are still doing fine. So I'm starting to think that we need a little bit more punch, you know? So I'm going to create two little mini bomb boys over here. Because I think that if we create two side charges that'll go off after the main charge, it'll be far more effective. Right? And it's all about effectiveness when we're building landmines. There we go. Alright, let's see what we can do now. Set her off. Alright, so the main charge has went off. Now, hopefully one of the secondary charges will go off. It looks like the secondary charges are going off. We're releasing way more energy. And it looks like we're breaching into the tank once again. Oh, that went even further. The entire front of the tank has been shredded. Oh, man. These guys are still fine, though. Like, I mean, if this happened, I feel like the tank would be disabled and you've kind of won. But we're being hired to make weapons of war, not things that you can just easily survive and shake off. So we have to put things into this that will continue doing damage far after the initial shot. So what am I going to do? That's right. We're going to put slight caches of fireworks, because fireworks in this game get set off by heat and will just continue exploding after the initial explosion. So if we do this, I believe we will spread explosives all across the area, which will make recovery for the tank a lot more challenging. Landmine Mark III. See how it goes. Alright. We have explosion. Now we should see the land there. Look at all the particles flying out. These are our bombs. Look at them go. The material is striking, and there we go. It's going into the tank. That entire cabin's destroyed. But are we getting the little explosions that we want after the fact? I saw a few going off during the initial explosion, but I think the heat may have been a little bit too much. It's fine. It's fine. Steps. One step at a time, we will make the greatest landmine design. Alright. There is the... Oh, I have an idea. I have an ultimate idea. What if we get this one, and ready for this, we get insulation, right? I think insulation will bounce a proton. So if we get a proton... Oh, maybe not. Let's go ahead and get a clone. Or actually, we want a breakable clone. Breakable clone. There we go. And now we want it to have protons. Shouldn't it be blocked by the insulation? Okay, I'll make even stronger insulation, I guess. Sounds good. How about now? Yes, fantastic. Alright, so you... Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, so we've trapped these protons, which I think will just... No, they won't stay forever. I was hoping they would stay forever. But that's okay, so we'll use breakable clone. And we will put protons. So what this is do is it's going to infinitely create protons. Now the insulation is just going to block it from actually doing anything. Maybe you may be saying, well, if it's not going to do anything, then it's fine. Well, here's the thing. Okay, maybe 1,000 was a little bit too much. Let's set it to like 200. Alright, so here's the thing. When that insulation's broken, it'll let the protons out, setting the proton bomb off. So this explosion over here, when this gets set off, alright, so the tank rolls over, it gets set off. Now over here, we're going to focus. We're going to focus entirely. Oh, I just died. Where's the nothing display? Where's my nothing display? I just want nothing. There we go. Let's focus over here. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, so deuterium leaking. This is burning. Burning. The protons have been released. And hopefully they hit some of that deuterium. And it doesn't look like they did, actually. Looks like we're going to need a little bit more deuterium on this side. So we're going to go ahead and copy this, and we're going to make a nice little cache. A nice little cache of deuterium that's going to extend this way conveniently under the tank. How did we know which way the tank was going? Well, I mean, you know if you're the offender or the defender in the war, I guess. So it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. And you know what? We'll just actually double this up. The more the merrier. We'll have a secondary charge here, just in case the first one isn't good enough. Alright. I don't think anything could possibly go wrong at this point. I'm ready for the landmine to be tested. Alright, let's see how this goes. Right, neutrons. Do your worst. Alright, so we have explosion. The explosion is going out, destroying the wheel, the front of the tank. Now the protons have been released, and it does look like quite a few protons got out, but not enough. Not enough to make me happy. Darn it. I wanted a proton boom! And instead I got a proton eh. I wonder if titanium blocks it as well. No. The answer is no. Maybe like this? I mean, that's not enough to set off a real reaction, is it? It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody would notice this just about to melt down. Okay, no, it's bad. It's bad. Maybe asking, why don't you just make the thing out of make the thing out of darn protons for the initial blast? Well, that's because it'll be way too easy. Like, oh, well, let me demonstrate here what a proton blast will do. A full proton blast. Yeah, you see, it's pretty brutal. But you know what? You're right. If we're gonna do this, let's do it right. Let's just go ahead, simplify things a little bit. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the perfect landmine. Certified by the Vooperian government. Not that we certify landmines. We would never do such a thing. That sounds really morally incorrect to do, so we would never do that. However, if we were going to do it, this is how we would. Just like this. We have our low explosives, which will just go off over time, and then we have our proton center into holy guaca. Oh, it cut a hole in the bottom of the literal world. Wow. It actually did less damage. Why? I think it's because it fell. I think that our putting like water under it for the sake of making it go upwards was actually a really good plan. So let's go ahead and just dump some water down here. What a strange world we live in. Alright, let's see how this goes. Take 2. Well, there's a lot of steam. Why? The pressure, it makes... Oh, the proton bombs make negative pressure. I forgot about that. It sucks things in. That's kind of the opposite of what we want if you think about it. It would almost be better if we had a 2-charge system like this. Alright, so we split these into halves. We make the bottom half into a neutron bomb, the top half into a proton bomb, and then we see what happens. The neutron bomb will propel everything upwards, hopefully. What? They just freaking canceled each other out? This is so lame. Okay, you know what? I'm done playing these games, okay? If nothing else wants to work as a landmine for me, then there's only one more choice. There's only one thing that can bring back my glory. Get the exotic in here. Alright, if we're gonna play games, we'll play them right. And by that I mean using an extremely dangerous element. Alright, exotic landmine time. Okay, that appears to be extremely effective. Not only taking out the front of the tank, but holy guacamole, it took out pretty much everything. Now I need to ensure that that is not because of my sparking that caused that. So we're gonna try to spark a little bit more carefully. I'm gonna try to just set off this without doing anything else. Alright, there we go. The exotic went off. And no, the exotic does quite a bit of damage on its own. And it also does like an EMP crazy, set everything on electric, which is causing it all to heat up and melt itself. Pretty damn nice. Well, I guess if you want to build a landmine, the option is exotic. That is the most efficient way to do it. I mean, there's not much else. I mean, gravity attack is kind of cool as well if you, like, mixed thermite in. Gravity and thermite, you know. And then you, like, maybe fired a line of gravity, gravitons like this, like... and you just attract the thermite towards the vehicle. Maybe give them a little bit of They're doing fine. Everything's fine. Calm down. Everything's gonna be alright. There's just slight physics issues occurring in the area. Don't worry. Everything is gonna be alright. Well, thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Let me know what your ideas are for landmines. Not that I use landmines, because that's wrong. Morally wrong. Morally wrong. Hello! Yes! So, because of this episode, we may have left a few landmines around. If you want to help fund the removal of those landmines, maybe consider supporting me on Patreon. We just want to make the parks and schools safe in Vooperia. Not that we put any landmines in schools. Did we? Oh, shoot. I have to call a few people. Thank you!